Hey, what's up guys? Mad Zach here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 creative techniques for working with reverb. The first technique is basically the concept of putting an LFO or a ring mod on the reverb signal. So here's the sound that we're going to be using. That's it in its driest form. So we're going to click and drag a reverb on here. You can hear already that it sounds quite a bit different. You've got this like enormous cavern type thing going on. But what we want to do is actually take that reverb signal now and sort of make it pulse and breathe. So we're going to group the reverb into its own audio effects rack. Right click and say create chain. So the idea here is that we're creating one way for the signal to go where it's not being affected by the reverb, and another way for the signal to go where it is nothing but reverb. And so then we can apply effects to just the effects layer. So on the layer here with the reverb, then we're going to put the dry wet up all the way. And you can hear that I can now control the volume of the reverb right here. And now the secret sauce, which is in this case the auto pan device. So normally an auto pan swirls the sound left to right, but if you pull the phase down here, it starts acting just as a ring mod. So and it sounds really cool, especially if you. So that's the first technique. Whoa. Well, I don't know where that came from. Anyways, the second technique that we're going to be using also affects the dynamics of the reverb, but is actually focused instead on using a compressor instead of an auto pan. So, compressed reverb technique 2, here we go. I'm going to be using a little melodic blip noise that I've made, also an operator. And we're going to put some reverb on it, of course. So it's already sounding cool, but we're going to put a compressor on. And yep, this is good dry wet. The idea is to let the short sound through the compressor with a little bit of a longer attack. And then with a little higher ratio, you can start to control the sort of in-your-faceness of the reverb, or make it sort of glue together with the sound in a sense. So check this out. So here's without. We'll do volume the same. Okay, and now here's with. And you can see how by adjusting the release, you can make that reverb come more in your face or go more away. So I really like that technique. Whoa, there it goes again. Shit, we're having all kinds of problems. Yeah, so I use that trick a lot, really good one. The third technique that I'm going to show you is the concept of resampling frozen reverb, which basically allows you to create nice sort of ambient swells up into sounds, whether it's a clap or a vocapella. Vocapella, that's funny. It's been a long day. An acapella. Okay, so for this example, we're going to use this little. It's been dying to come out the whole time. So we're going to put the reverb on, put the dry wet up all the way, decay time up, and now I'm going to put the playhead to be right at the beginning of the sound, and now as soon as I hit play, I'm also going to hit freeze. So I'm going to make a new audio track. Say the input needs to come from resampling, and now I'm going to record right here. Cool. So once I've got it resampled like that, I can just delete that reverb, and now I'm going to go in this clip. This is my resampled reverb. I'm going to put the volume up a little, like that. And now, if I go into fades, I can make this cool swell up into the voice. So. Can fine tune it a little bit. Maybe make this one go like also fade in a little bit. And then I also like to add a little bit of delay to that resampled reverb as well. So let's try this. So it's just a great way to add a little bit of context to layers that you're putting in. Nice little upswell. So that's technique 3, ladies and gentlemen. Turn this light on. I'm feeling it's always getting light and dark in here. Berlin is like constantly sunny and cloudy. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to use a lot of reverb from now on. But remember, reverb is like mayonnaise. You don't want to use too much, just the right amount.